My name is Joe Taylor. I'm going to be reading from my novel, The Theoretics of Love. I'm going to be reading the second chapter, which is narrated by a minor character. Although he's minor, he has a very important role in the novel. His name is Gray. The year is 2001, right before 9/11. Rhyme, time, mime. I remember how the outside of the campus building was fairy tale glowing, with safety lights showing hot moths chasing one another. Blowing, showing, but it wasn't snowing. Even more, I remember the high-low chatter of beautiful women and handsome men who were going to be engineers and lawyers and doctors, and too much snow or more. I remember the smell of perfume that caught in my nose and my lungs, knitting my chest like my grandmother's red and black Afghan. Afghan is a hard word to rhyme. You try it. I stood on the sidewalk in the shadows that led to that building. Then I saw this beautiful girl who was thin and short with honey hair that I could see moths through. She was talking with another girl with black hair that fizzed and curled all up. Someone lit a cigarette by them, and they moved away. My mother smokes, so I thought it was good that they moved away. The girl with the lots of black hair that curled coughed once, loud, at the guy who lit a cigarette. Then she and her honey-haired friend walked inside the building. I could see them walk inside. I could see their beautiful backsides besides. The thin girl's shoulder blades protruded like two tiny reverse breasts. Feeling in my front left pocket, I found some bills, dollars and $5 bills. So I moved to the left across the grass, nearing the man who was smoking, until I could see through the glass doors. I saw a beautiful woman with honey hair and her friend standing before a display case. Hamlet, the sign outside the glass doors said. It showed a picture of a man dressed in black holding a skull. Ever since I'd been going to college, I'd been dressing in black. My mother said that black was the devil's color, and that people who wore too much of it were opening themselves to him. But that's just not true. Can I help you? I looked through this new glass, and then where the sound of her voice had come through a round hole in the new glass, surprised that it had already walked through the doors by the smoking man. On the other side of the new glass stood a beautiful girl with a beautiful smile. Or maybe she was sitting on a stool. I was afraid to look, because I might see knees. I think she was in a class I was taking, a math class, where the teacher wrote on the board and spread chalk dust in the air everywhere. Some people stood in behind me. I could smell that they smoked. And I could smell whiskey, too. Can I buy a ticket? Do you have a student ID? I showed her the ID, but she said that she needed to scan it. Already, after only 2 weeks, so many people had to touch my ID. The rays from scanning made it soft. The leftover scaly skin made it hard. This time it felt both soft and warm when she handed it back. A lot of times it felt that way, though 4 times it felt cold and hard. $4, she said. I pulled the bills from my pocket, dropping some, and when I bent down, I saw a woman's feet and toes in golden high heels with lots of straps, so I had trouble standing up. Wobble trouble, I mean. I handed the girl from my math class $4 bills that I hoped weren't too crumpled or wet, since I'd been sweating, since it was late summer, early fall, and all. She gave me a ticket, and the person who smoked and drank whiskey behind me pushed against my right arm. So I couldn't say anything about the math class, so I just walked toward the door where someone nodded at me, wanting to touch my ticket. The beautiful girl with the honey hair and her friend with the black hair still stood by the display case. The girl with the honey hair looked like she had on maroon pajamas. I didn't know you could go to plays in pajamas. But maybe they weren't pajamas. Maybe they were pants. Slacks, my mother calls them. The girl's friend with the curly black hair had on blue jeans. But they weren't blue, they were black. And you know what my mother says about that. I turned and went to the water fountain since they hadn't gone in. There, a piece of chewed green gum stuck on the wall next to the water fountain. So I didn't drink anything, just started the water and bent to pretend, so that the person who walked behind me for a drink wouldn't think I was crazy or anything.